Hello everyone. This is a brief video to try to sell you on the idea of attending the Presentation Skills and 3-Minute Thesis workshop put on by the Office of Graduate Studies. My name is Jennifer Skiza. I'm the Interim Director of Graduate Studies, and you probably also know Kara Owens, the Assistant Director of Research and Graduate Studies. And together we sponsor the 3-Minute Thesis competition. So coming up soon, at the end of January, is going to be a workshop which will help you gain wonderful skills for presentations and will also help you know if you'd want to participate in this 3-minute thesis workshop or our brand new grad presentation showcase. So we all know presentation skills are a critical part of professional development, and all graduate students need to work on and develop their communication skills. This workshop that we're sponsoring is going to be on January 30th, a Friday, 3 o'clock in the afternoon in the Park Library Auditorium. And the CMU Communications professor, Dr. Leslie Withers, is going to lead this workshop. Why should you attend? Low risk, high reward. You will learn concrete tips for effective oral communication. You will also learn methods to explain your research or your technical knowledge in language for a non-specialist audience. This is really useful to prepare for interviews. And this workshop will help you decide if you want to participate in our presentation showcase or the 3-minute thesis competition. Both events are on February 27th. So what is this 3-minute thesis competition? Students explain their research in 3 minutes using just one PowerPoint slide. The goal is to engage and inform a general audience about the significance of your research results. You cannot have any slide animations, no electronic media, no props. And note cards are not recommended. The presentations must be spoken word. No poems, no raps, no songs. And if you go over 3 minutes, you will be disqualified. These rules come from the International 3-Minute Thesis competition. Also, judges' decisions are final. What does the winner receive? First place, $200. Second place, $100. And the People's Choice Award, also $100. Moreover, we will pay expenses for our first place winner to travel as the CMU winner to the Midwest Association of Graduate Schools Conference on March 27th and compete regionally. Last year, the CMU winner did very, very well at this conference and made it to the final round. Who can participate? A student must be enrolled in a master's or doctoral program or in the College of Medicine, and this program must require an original research project. It does not absolutely have to be a thesis or dissertation, but most often it will be. You need to have been enrolled at CMU during the summer of 2025 or fall or spring 2026. Students may compete virtually for the preliminary round, but you need to be on campus for the final round, which is March 6th. As I've mentioned, new this year, we have a second option, the Grad Presentation Showcase. So this is going to take place on the very same day as our 3-minute thesis prelim round. This is for students who want to gain experience presenting that 3-minute talk on an academic topic without the maybe stress of a competition. Or maybe you are a student who's not actively doing research because your program doesn't include that aspect. So this option might be for you. Students should complete the 3-minute thesis registration form, select the project type as Grad Presentation Showcase. And again, the showcase is going to take place on February 27th from 1 o'clock to 2:30 in the Park Library Strosacker room. This is the same afternoon as the prelim rounds of 3-minute thesis, just a little bit earlier. So, how do you get started on a 3MT presentation? Here are the top 10 tips. First, identify your why. Why is this research interesting? What's the significance? Definitely watch a few successful talks and use the top 10 tips on the next slides to get a good idea of the goal of what this 3-minute thing is. Draft your script. Make sure you avoid all technical jargon. Get feedback. Practice for your friends or your peers in your program. But better yet, people who don't know your field well. Finalize your script, take that feedback, make adjustments, and then design one simple PowerPoint slide. And please use the tips and examples on the following slides. Then, when you have it all put together, practice. So these top 10 tips, I want to give credit to Henry Miller at the University of Texas Health San Antonio, who generously has shared these with everyone. And he was actually a coach for 3MT. So, as we've already mentioned, make sure you know your why. Start the presentation this way. What is the significance of the problem you're trying to solve? And then at the end, come back to that question with a vision for the future. Get rid of the details. Make sure you're working with broad, accessible ideas and work towards those general details of the work. Then come back and finish broadly again. You want the audience to understand every word and every point you make. Tell a story. Use a bit of drama to your advantage. Be the storyteller. Consider a structure with a cycle of posing a question and answering it. And there's a great example of that approach with that YouTube clip there. Tip number 4. The PowerPoint slide is a trap. Do not fall for it. Resist putting a lot of information on that slide. You want to convey one main talking point. Again, please check out these YouTube links. They have great examples of people who did very well. You can use the slide as a prop, and there's an example here for number 5. You can take the listener on a journey that transforms their worldview. Again, another example to check out for number 6. Tip number 7. Breathe. Speak slowly. Before you start, take a breath to center yourself. Speak at 50 to 65% of your typical speaking speed. Don't tell the information. What that means is you don't want to just kind of read it. Once you've got that final script, you want to style it. Add some pauses, vary the speed, add some volume, use some body language. Great example with the YouTube clip there for number 8. Tip number 9, practice, win. If you want to win at regionals, you need to combine the words you're saying, the way the words are spoken, and gestures and facial expressions to convey meaning. Practice removing the ums that come in between our words, and instead just pause. Tip number 10, stand on the shoulders of giants. Watch previous year's 3MT finals at Queensland University and emulate or mimic aspects you like in your own talk. TED Talks can also be useful, although few of them are as short as 3 minutes. Bonus tip number 11, have fun. Participating in 3MT will make you a better researcher and communicator, regardless of whether you win. So please, we really want to encourage you to come to our workshop, even if you're not so sure about this 3MT competition. So, last pitch, January 30th, 2026, start out the new year on a right foot, and we'll see you at 3 p.m. in the Park Library Auditorium. You will learn from an expert from the CMU Presentation Skills Center and the CMU Communication Department, Dr. Leslie Withers. You will improve your general communication skills, and the registration to compete in either the 3MT competition or participate in the showcase closes February 13th. Remember, participating and practicing will make you a better researcher and communicator. We look forward to seeing you there.